I the clarity, the state government has a legal responsibility to educate your children.
Yeah.
How we pay the property taxes. So there
Yeah.
is a basic standard that they're
Yeah.
supposed to provide to your child, but there are not certain they're supposed to give them skills, but the content you kind of decide on what to do and what not to do. But I'm going to go back to I'm sorry with this Trump issue because I do this in real time in real life. I support my president 10 toes down, the MAGA movement, because again I'm an American person. When we talk about what they're not doing for the children, that little girl who got raped and murdered and bound. I'm sorry, assaulted, excuse me, and bound down in Arizona. Closing that border saves children like her. When we close that border, places like Chicago, Illinois don't turn into the measles epicenter of North America, and the kids are catching meningitis when they can't get vaccinated until the 6th grade, which means all the kids 5th grade and younger are just exposed to meningitis now because the border is open and they're putting those children in the schools with our kids with and shot. Like, we have to think bigger than what these little small poverty solutions can provide to our children. There's nowhere in the United States of America, no Republican states where you can't go get no stamps. Nowhere in the United States of America are they not giving health care, not giving shelter. Now, it's a level to it. Like here in Chicago, a lot of people move up to Wisconsin because Wisconsin pay more stamps. Right? That's the thing. So people go to where they can get wherever they want to have. This is America. But I'm not going to base my politics on that. And the Republican Party does not see you as a charity or as something that needs to be taken care of. They see you as a full American. And that's why they're not coming to you with these poverty pimping solutions or these poverty solutions. No, they're telling you that you can be better than this. You are bigger than this. Be greater than this. Take advantage of the country. It's a self-esteem thing. It's nothing but self-esteem. And if you feel like you have to live your life based on what government assistance is going to be available.
And let me just add, the Republican Party is great for married people.
In a great
so maybe
country
that's why many don't like them. If you're not married and you can't navigate the tax code, then yeah, maybe you hate them. But I don't hate them.
The funny thing to me is that all these Republican states and all of them still got food stamps.
Foods, every last one of them. Every last one.
Texas gives out shit ton of money in food stamps and health care. Like these are all like I said this today. I said
emergency Medicaid, all of it.
The most ironic thing I seen was Texans talking about how they was about to lead the country because Donald Trump was elected. As if Texas ain't always been conservative. You ain't never left the state of Texas, but you're gonna lead the country.
And that's my point. So when people make statements like that,
I actually left the country because of Obama. Anybody that want to leave America, get in contact with me and I'll tell you exactly how to do it. I did it 2 times running away from Barack Obama and Rahm Emanuel. So I did it for real, in real life. I went to Senegal, built a whole new life. I can help you too. If you don't want to live in MAGA country, hit me up and we gonna bounce you up out of here. That was just a little commercial.
But you came back for Biden, though?
Green Book. We need
I came back for
Donald Trump. So we know what sundown towns that we need to avoid, especially when we're driving through those red states. Okay.
I think all of this stuff that's been going on lately, man, with this women empowerment thing and independence and stuff, is just further pushing the narrative to get women to be 100% independent and no need for a man in her life, period. They'll just completely deviate from what God intended man and women to be. That's what I see. And if anybody else see that, man, power to you. Maybe we can try to get in the trenches together to try to fix it. That's what I see, man. Just to destroy any need for a man and woman to be together.
That was the
Stern says that he wasn't
feminism was for.
That the country was ready to elect the first female president because he knows, quote, how men talk behind closed doors about us. What do men say about us behind closed doors?
First of all,
say it to our faces.
Yeah, do tell.
I don't hide, so no worries there. Here's the deal. I respectfully disagree with Howard Stern, only from the standpoint that I wish he had been more specific. Why don't you say white men? Because let me tell you something about black men. We love our mamas.
I know that.
And we revere black women. And when we're trifling, we know it's us. It's not them.
Right, yeah,
You
I
understand?
understand. I
So
do.
when he's saying that, okay, well then let's talk about white men. We have a white power structure that still exists in this country today. I understand the white populace in this country was over 85% at one time. It's now dipped to about 57.4%.
Yep.
The white power structure is still in place. So when we talk about misogyny, when we talk about chauvinism, when we talk about women not necessarily being empowered, well, who's in a position of power to surrender some of that power? It's white men. So I think that when Howard Stern was talking, I can't speak to what white men are thinking. I can tell you this much. Black men, we revere women.
Yeah.
We don't have any problem looking at a woman as a leader. I can tell you that.
Shouts out to the men that were open to the idea of a woman leading the country. I appreciate y'all. I salute y'all. We definitely have the ability to do so. And one day we will, because time only moves in one direction, forward.
You know what's funny though? I seen a post, right, that said that it was criticizing men who said that women can never be leaders, right? And they was like, and this was specifically aimed at black men, right? And one of the things they said was, well, your mama led the household and when your daddy left and all this. And I said, I don't think that these women realize that's not a flex.
It's not.
When you look at the state of the black community, now here's the tripped out part. They will lay every problem in the black community at the feet of the absent father.
Yep.
But then try to take credit for all the success in the black community and then say, oh, well, we led the households. Well, that's not the flex that y'all think it is when you look at the black community and you see a lot of people.
Yeah.
What's
you
not
look
a flex?
I got a question.
What's not a flex?
leading a household by yourself. That's not a flex.
But the thing is, in the 70s, when
It's
they
not
started
an
giving out
accomplishment.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead,
Frank, go
Jackie.
ahead.
who is that? Okay, so when we talk about black women not leading and being the person that stayed, then who are we blaming in that scenario? If y'all are saying that it's not a flex that a black woman maintained and held down a household of children, then if it's not a flex, then what is it? Is it a
Well,
shame?
let me explain.
And if it's a shame, who's the shame on?
It's not necessarily. That's not necessarily the point. The point was that
not the point.
There was this post that went around and said black women can't be leaders. And one of the arguments that they made was that they led your household.
That's a fact.
When you look at the state of the black
Lapeef,
household, when you look at the state of the black household, that's not a flex.
I think that it is a flex because the black household is sustained and we're not doing as great as we can be with two presents. But given the fact that black women were abandoned for the most part and the black family was abandoned, I think we did pretty good considering. Could we have did better with the black man in the house? Sure, but who should we have that conversation with? Black
DJ,
men
are you a
or
mother?
black women?
I mean,